So today I'm talking about headphones, and I love Pioneer headphones. They've always been my headphone of choice for DJing. I had the 1000s, I had the 2000s, now I've got the X10s and I absolutely love them. They've always had this amazing kind of rich tone to them, real kind of bassy kind of flavour, and no matter how much you crank them up, they still sound great. They've also been super durable for me as well. I've absolutely loved having these for the last few months, and the 2000 before it never let me down for a day. So they've always been my headphone of choice. But one thing I've always wondered, we've been going really wireless for pretty much everything that we have nowadays. Everything is wireless, whether it's wireless charging, wireless audio, wireless mouse, wireless keyboard, everything is moving wireless. So why do we still have a wired connection on our headphones? Now, if you're a DJ, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. You always get tangled up in this cord, whether it's starting your DJ set and trying to untangle it from wherever you've been keeping it, or whether it's during a DJ changeover and you get all tangled up between two headphone cords and it just becomes a nightmare. Wouldn't it be actually great if we could actually cut the cord? Now, I'm not actually going to do that because I need these, but wouldn't it be amazing if we could actually get rid of this cord and just go completely wireless? Now, I think Pioneer are thinking along exactly the same lines because they have just introduced the new X5 Bluetooth. So this is the little baby brother of the X10s, but now this is completely wireless. This is a very interesting development, and I think this could be really kind of cool in the future. It's certainly showing that we could be moving towards a wireless future for DJing. Okay, so let's get to my favourite bit, the unboxing of new tech. It's definitely one of my favourite things to do. So here we go, we got the X5 Bluetooth edition out of the box now, and these look really nice. In fact, I'd be really pushed to say what the difference is between this and the X10s are. In fact, they look really similar. Apart from a few chrome details on here, I'd be hard pushed to say which one was which. However, you can notice the difference on the Bluetooth edition because we have some extra buttons on here. So we have a power button, we also have volume buttons, and we have a charge port. Now obviously these are powered Bluetooth headphones, so you're going to need to be able to charge them. That's why you got this charge cable, USB charge cable, pretty damn standard these days. And then we also have a wire for our wireless headphones. Now, you might think it's a bit strange having wireless headphones and then getting a wire with them, but actually this makes it fantastically useful. So imagine you're listening to music on the way to a gig, you're listening via Bluetooth to your phone, and you turn up at the gig. You then want to be able to use these as DJ headphones, which is what they're designed for. You can simply plug this lead in, and it actually attaches really nicely. It locks into place so you know it's not going to move during the gig, and then that turns off the Bluetooth and then activates it as a normal pair of DJ headphones, which means zero latency. They work exactly the same as other headphones, and then you've now got your DJ headphones with you. And the fact that you don't have to carry two pair of headphones, one for listening to your phone and one for DJing with, you've got everything with you. In other words, the best of both worlds. But the lead also comes in handy if your headphones do run out of battery at some point during the day. Maybe you've gone over those 20 hours, maybe you haven't charged it for a few days. If it runs out, then you can simply put the lead in and there you go, you've got wired headphones. So at least it doesn't become totally useless like most Bluetooth headphones do when they run out of battery. So let's get into the setup now, and this couldn't be any easier. If you've used any kind of Bluetooth speakers before, then it's going to be really easy for you to set these up. Now you just need to go into the Bluetooth settings on your phone, set it as discoverable, and it will be looking for devices. Now on the headphones, all we need to do is turn it on. So you need to hold down the power button until it makes a bong sound. Nice little kind of ringtone-y kind of sound there. That basically means it's on and it's now discoverable, and we can see in my Bluetooth list that I can now just connect to it and this will make a noise. So you can now go through and listen to whatever you want on your phone, whether it be Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, whatever. It will now play all through these headphones. So let's give it a listen and see how it sounds.
Yeah, I see you, you don't see me.
So yeah, I really love them as a pair of headphones for listening to music from your phone. It's got that rich kind of Pioneer kind of sound, that bassy kind of sound. It also goes up quite nice and loud, so you got that kind of get the real feel from your music on your phone. And also it kind of isolates everything out from outside because it's over the ear. You kind of isolate all those outside sounds, so you just got that crystal clear kind of sound coming from your phone. So yeah, I think they're a fantastic pair of headphones, and having them wireless is really nice. I can imagine that being really good to listen to music on the go. So next up, I want to see if I can use these with my studio computer. Now, I do a lot of late night sessions in the studio where I'm kind of listening to studio music, and it would be kind of nice to actually have something that was not corded, so something that was completely wireless, because I think that'd be a really nice addition to the studio. So I'm going to see if I can get this working with my MacBook. Now, these will work with anything that supports Bluetooth audio. So all I need to do is do exactly the same as I did with my phone and just pair it to my computer. So again, just holding down the power button, it will then show within the Bluetooth settings on my MacBook. I click pair, and then it is paired. So that's now linked up with my MacBook. Let's see how this sounds. And first of all, I'm going to actually switch over the audio source in Ableton, because at the moment it's using my sound card. So I'm now going to switch it over to the Bluetooth audio of the headphones. So, as I said before, these have got a fantastic sound, and there's no real difference between the phone and my studio computer. It still sounds really rich, full-bodied. It's got that fantastic Pioneer sound. The only problem I'm seeing is the fact that it does have latency. So when it comes to producing, then that could be a little bit of an issue. If you kind of get used to the latency, then you should be all right with it. You could probably do most of production and still be fine with it. However, if you were playing any instruments, which I do, then you're going to really notice that 1 second delay between hitting a note and then hearing a sound. So that might not be perfect for it. You might be able to get by if you can make that kind of allowance for it, but I don't think it's completely ideal. However, if you have got it linked up to your computer to listen to promos, for example, then I think it's perfect. I think it's a fantastic addition to have, that you can just whip these out of your bag, turn them on, and they automatically link to your MacBook, your PC, whatever you've got, whatever computer you've got. It's a nice addition to have. Another little thing that you will notice when you're working in the studio, if your sound card has multiple ins and outs, then you're certainly going to miss them when you come to use these headphones. Now, obviously I've set the output to be just these headphones, but that means that I don't have any of the outputs from my sound card that I can use through Ableton. So there's definitely a massive disadvantage for that. Obviously this just connects to things via Bluetooth, so it won't connect to anything that is analog. You will need to get a separate Bluetooth receiver to actually be able to then listen to it in other places where you don't have a Bluetooth connection. Now, one addition that I would have really loved to see Pioneer do to these is include a Bluetooth receiver. Now, the reason I say this is because you can easily link it to your phone or your computer if they do have Bluetooth. However, one thing I noticed when I was actually using it for the studio is that I have to set Ableton's output as these headphones, which means I can't use any of the other outputs on my sound card. Now, yes, I could create an aggregate sound card hybrid thing on my computer, but for ease of use, it would be really nice to be able to just plug these into a headphone socket. So plug the receiver into a normal headphone socket and have it wirelessly transmitted to these headphones. Now, I'm sure you could probably find one of those really cheap off eBay or Amazon, but for my money, I would have really loved to have seen that included in on the box. But generally, these are fantastic headphones, and I totally recommend them for just on the go kind of listening. So if you want to listen to your promos on your computer, if you want to listen to music on your phone, then I think it's a fantastic option. And hopefully we will see the day when Bluetooth latency is so minimal that we can use these for DJing, because I think this is the future for DJing. It would be amazing to have these in the DJ booth. So I hope you like this video. You know me, I'm a right tech nerd, so I love doing these kind of techie kind of videos. If you like this, then subscribe to my channel on YouTube or like me on Facebook. You'll see all the videos on there. I'm off to listen to my promos on these new X5s. I'll see you later.